everyone, it's Amanda with Americana Gardens, and today I am at a small Master Gardener's plot outside of Penn State University. This is the Schuylkill County campus, and I'm going to show you some of the flowers that they have planted here. It is such a darling space. It's small, but it really shows like how much you could really pack in there, especially if you have like a small like urban yard and things like that. This is a really good inspiration. So, but it's full of color, summer color, so let's go check it out. Oh, look how cute this place is. The first thing is like when you first get here, look at this Russian sage. Wow, it is so vibrant and beautiful. I wish mine looked like that. Hi, how you doing?
Good, I'm Laura.
Hi.
Are you a master gardener?
No.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. No, I'm doing phlox evaluation in the back.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. You just stopped because it's so beautiful?
Yeah, well, I've been here a few times. I actually, I'm not going to record you, but I have a YouTube channel. It's about gardening.
Oh.
And I live locally, so I knew this was here. So I was like, you know what? I know this is in like full bloom right now for the summer, so I'm going to go do a little video of it.
So this is Russian sage here. And
right.
Russian sage is amazing. I have it in my yard, and most people do.
Yeah.
It smells great. It's a great pollinator plant.
I see that. They're everywhere.
The maintenance is very low.
Yeah, it's drought tolerant too.
Yeah, and it can get a little bit dirty because it does drop a little bit, but it's pretty.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of incredible things here, and the dill or fennel.
I see them.
And when the wind blows, you can smell it, and it just smells so good.
Aw, lovely. Yeah. I wonder if there are any caterpillars on the dill yet.
They might have been here and gone already.
Okay. But tons of like pollinators everywhere.
We are loaded with
pollinators.
In the back of it, we have 5 different kinds of Joe Pye weeds.
Joe Pye weeds. Yeah, I see them.
And that's like huge.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you know your garden stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I just make a video and, you know, hope people enjoy it and give them a little inspiration.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, especially if it's you know, this is like great for like urban gardeners too.
I mean, for sure.
You know, it's a small plot and you could pack a lot in there.
You could pack a lot, and we also teach classes on container gardening for people who only have like a patio
balcony,
or balcony or something like that. Because you can pack a lot in too. Like you could put all your herbs in.
Yes,
tomato plants.
Tomatoes. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend squash or any kind of.
No, they'll go everywhere with the vines.
Take your whole house over, but yeah, and the phlox is just so gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah, you could see it from the road. Like everything here, it's so vibrant.
Well, thank you. I'm going to tell everybody that you were here and complimenting.
Thank you. Is this a Veronica? A type of Veronica? So. Okay.
I have an idea here, so.
I know there's purple. I know there's purple, like, and they're kind of like scattered throughout the, like alongside the roads and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
I love the wild stuff, and I love
it too.
I just love when everything just gets wild.
The Dara and the chickweed now, like the blue and the white, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's a Veronica.
Yeah.
Is it a native one then?
It says Culver's root, so it's, I would guess so, because we try to stick pretty much
with natives.
to native.
Yeah.
But it's exciting for us. So we've been doing some phlox evaluation.
When you do the evaluation, you say, do you just like make notes of like how it's progressing and the health of it?
Yeah, what we put in, why we selected it, and then we measure them. We do flower count. We do, like any kind of like appearance.
Yeah.
Are they uniformed in growth? Because we do 3 of each variety. Are they uniformed in growth? What the sunlight is, what the rain situation is. And we try not to do anything special. You know what I mean?
Oh, like no fertilizer, just kind of like how it is.
It go,
yeah.
like a home gardener might do.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Fertilizer is just, maybe once in a while for roses or something like that, but I tend to stay away from that too. Yeah. Just let it, if it's meant to grow there, it'll grow. That's what I say.
Well, that's kind of how we are too.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to, and then we have 67 counties, and so everyone picks something, and we just keep sending information up to the you know, through Master Gardening up to Penn State, and then that's what helps them give recommendations. When people look on the website to look up, you know, can I plant echinacea in Pennsylvania, in eastern Pennsylvania?
Right.
Because we have, you know, up in Erie, you can't plant the same things there that you can plant here.
Different zone with the lake effects and whatnot. Yeah.
So our state has varied, you know, temperatures, like can flux 30 degrees.
That's true. I always joke, like, I live in the valley in a town called New Philly. It's outside of Pottsville. It's a small little town. Yeah, it's a small little town. Yeah, and then I always joke, I was like but I always joke, like, we're in the valley, so we have like our own little microclimate, and then like Frackville, north of 61 on top of the mountain is like a whole different ball game.
100% a different ball game. And that's the thing. That's why we give you know, all counties give their recommendations on whatever plants, and we give it a 3-year time frame to grow
to see if it'll stay.
So this is like year 12 of doing 3 years.
That's really interesting because, you know, sometimes I buy plants up at Lowe's, for example, and like they would have Shasta daisies. Now, I planted a bunch of Shasta daisies, and the third year, I don't know why, but that third year it did not come back.
Well, that will happen with the Shastas, but also...
so it's normal for the Shastas?
Lowe's, not always, but Lowe's also buys plants that were planted in...
Like Carolinas and stuff, yeah. Yeah, it's not native, yeah.
It's not that it's not native. Even if it wasn't native but was started here, it would be more climatized.
Right.
And so it's not, the plants a lot of times are not climatized here.
Yes.
So, so they
could go through a lot of shock and everything.
Yeah, but usually those...
It smells wonderful.
Spread. The original plant might die, but they spread and new ones grow. Yeah.
I know they're doing like sterile varieties now.
Oh, they could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be too.
To keep their sales going, you know?
And why wouldn't you?
If you're a business, that makes sense.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a lot of the problems when you buy. Now, I buy from Lowe's as well, but mostly try to go to, you know, nurseries and things like that. Or
I know there was Trail Gardens, and there was Trail Gardens. Hope Hill Lavender Farm, if you're into lavender. I had great success with their lavender plants there.
She grows everything from scratch.
Yep.
And she takes care of hers.
Yeah.
Climatized. She watches what she does. Everybody overwaters lavender and kills it. And so
just stick it in the ground and leave it.
Yeah, Wendy does an incredible job at the lavender farm.
Yeah.
But the other one, so fun. I love that you're doing this. I love that you take the time to share it with other people and that they can learn, like, to reclaim their yard and mowing to put the gardens in.
Yes. I mean, this is adorable. I mean, can you imagine not
to write that in your thing when you do it? Just say reclaim your yard and you know, you don't have to mow as much because look what you get instead.
You know, I think that might be in the title. Thank you. Go. Well, that was a fun little chat. All right. Yeah, so look at how lovely this place is. I mean, can you imagine just ripping up your lawn and like having that as your backyard? Even if it's just a small lot, like in a city or in town lot. Look at this Russian sage. I just can't believe this. It's so vibrant. I was just talking to this one lady here, Laura. She's a master gardener. She was here. And she's saying, you know, she walked me around and like we were talking a little bit. And she said, oh, the Russian sage, it gets a little messy. I'm like, that's nothing. That's what flowers are supposed to do. Nothing at all. That doesn't bother me. Maybe it bothers some people, but it's just like live and let live, you know? We have some sedums in here. Great. Actually, they're blooming very low. Very, very low. which is interesting. I guess they're not going to get that tall stem, and they're kind of more compact. They probably have cultivars like that. I guess this is a type of mint. Ooh. Nice. I can't believe the pollinators here. Yeah, that is a mint. In flower. It is absolutely stunning here. Oh, this is a coreopsis, I believe. Maybe a coreopsis. Yeah, it looks like it. This looks like a delphinium. And they took, there's no seeds in there. I'm looking inside. Oh, hey, here's some seeds. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, that was just a black hole. But, yeah, so I think if you guys know me long enough, it's, you kind of just, like, do that with the seed heads and see if they come down and, like, let them seed around. Like, obviously, this delphinium is like the only one here, so it probably self-seeded itself. Just a guess. But can you get this? Oh, that Russian sage. I know they have a whole bunch on clearance at Lowe's right now in my store, and I really need to get this. This is a very, very drought tolerant plant, and it'll be great for my hill in front of my house, the retaining wall. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go on like the ends here, and then I'll go inside, if that makes sense. Some more coreopsis. Yeah, you could easily cut this back and it will keep like reblooming. So beautiful yellow flowers, native. All of the plants here I think would be natives. Look at all those pollinators in there. Love it. Oh, and we got some bee balm. Again, it's kind of flushing out now, but you still have some nice color. It looks good from far away, right? It's like a Monet painting. You can see the color, and it's beautiful with the structure, but once you get up close, it's a little messy. That is a quote from a movie, guys. Let me know if you know the movie. Okay, it's a 90s, definitely a 90s film. But yeah, this still, wow. I guess there's no caterpillars on it. Like the butterflies are already kind of gone, if there were any on here. But the aroma to that is wonderful. I don't know what happened to mine. I transplanted them in my veggie garden last year, and they did well, and they were fine, no stress. And then this year, it's like they'd never existed. So, what is this? Solomon seal, I want to say? So maybe, I could be wrong. I'm not sure about that one, guys. Some Nepeta, I believe. Nepeta. Maybe. Oh, Japanese beetle. Some echinacea seed got in there. And that's what you get, you know, this is great. Beckias. Oh, we have some annuals here for some color, which is great. Singara, that's another nice plant for sunny, dry areas. See it moving in the wind. It's very beautiful when it's in bloom. Sorry, the wind is blooming. Ah, this stuff. Okay, oh, I'm not sure what this is, but I don't think it's supposed to be here. I know I kind of had, my sister-in-law had it in her previous house, and she gave me some, and it kind of just runs everywhere. I mean, but it's cool with this like silver foliage, and it's like fluffy. It's not a lamb's ear, but look at the blooms. Like that's really beautiful. Neat ferns here. Oh, look at that. I love seeing like these like fronds. They're so wild to me. I believe that's a fern anyhow. Reminds me of a fern. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. So, all right, I'm gonna go in now into the proper walking area. Yeah, I just can't get over this Russian sage. We have some Rebecchias and possibly some type of plant for a veggie plant, maybe? I'm not sure. Really big foliage though. Japanese beetle on the Rebecchia. Ay! That's beautiful though in that pot. Beautiful. And I think this, oh, look at this. This phlox. I mean, you can just smell this in the air. It's absolutely amazing. Pinks and whites. Look at that, guys. We got some coral bells down there. Really known for its foliage, but I do love the blooms on coral bells. And I think this is absolutely adorable with the sedum. It's like this little bird house-ish kind of thing. But it's great because you could put sedums on there. They just kind of take over. And when I was speaking with Laura just earlier, now you guys know I've been very curious about like this type of plant here. If you've been following me, they don't sell it in the big box stores obviously, but it's kind of like, it reminded me of a Veronica, and it is of a type of Veronica and it's native. They have this white one obviously, but I see like purples growing along the hills and the side of the roads in my area. So I want to dig some up. Like if there's a whole bunch, like a huge colony of them, I'll dig them up and like put them in my yard because they're tall and I love that. I mean, yeah, beautiful. Cranesbill geranium, that's what this would have been, but it's fizzled out now. But it says it'll bloom in the fall, so maybe it'll come back. Oh, and this, look at this sedum opening up already. It's called Dragon's Blood Sedum. Wow. Hey, they're doing good with the names. I like how they're up tall too, because you know, if you have these tall plants and you have this little like tag on the bottom, it kind of gets lost. But yeah, that is beautiful. The blooms opening up. There's a peony back there, but obviously it's out of bloom. It's a Sarah Bernhardt peony, and I tell you what, they really hold their foliage. So even after you have those magnificent blooms in the spring, you have a nice foliage afterwards. Oh my word! Let me see if I can't even count how many is on here of these bees and pollinators flying around. It's just magnificent, really. I think I see about 10 larger like bees, and then there's a bunch of smaller ones. Flying around. Just on this one plant here. Oh, and what was this plant here? Was this a Cosmo? It kind of has, this one in the back has like that feathery foliage like a Cosmo would. I would think they would be in bloom now, but not sure. I don't see any tags for that particular one. Nepeta, bunch of echinaceas, look at that. And with the dill, like, that is just stunning. The dill can just be a flower on its own. You know, it doesn't have to just be tucked away in your herb garden or something. Oh, let me see here. Oh, lemon balm. That's what that was. Okay, that's that flower. But I just love it. Like it's wild, but it makes sense. Yeah, it's wild, but it makes sense. That's the best way to come up with it. And it is starting to pick up with wind a little bit. I think we're gonna get some storm maybe. That's okay. We've been in a drought and it's been miserable, so rain it shall be. Some phlox. Yeah, it just sells seeds everywhere. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we have some dahlias up here. So I guess this is kind of like the annuals except for the gar right there. And that's fine. Those dahlias are so pretty. Well, here, let me get a little closer. The blooms are kind of cut short now, but you could still plant them in our area, just dig them up and save the bulbs for next year. Oh, and I apologize for any like traffic noise. Right there is a highway called Route 61, and it's like one of the major highways in the area. That's Penn State campus over there for Schuylkill County, and it's it is kind of loud, but I obviously can't change that. I can't move it, but look at this, moving in the wind that way. Oh, I love it. So I have a spot where I need more flowers, and I already have echinaceas and I have bee balm that's tall. So I think like adding this type of like a rudbeckia, or is it like a native sunflower? It's a rudbeckia of some type. And possibly that Veronica, the tall Veronica that I pointed out earlier. That would be really nice. That dill is amazing. Looks like we had some thistles, maybe? And of course, somebody started mowing the lawn over there, so hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Ooh, this is the Baptisia foliage. The flowers of that are already out of bloom, but look at that foliage, that blue-green. That holds up really nice. That's another thing. If you're gonna buy flowers, get some that like the foliage can keep, and it will help, you know, take up the space, if you will, in your own garden. Especially if you have a large one like I do. I don't want to necessarily fill it up with annuals. So if I could keep foliage of like the peonies, for example, that would be great too. Oh, over here is a little shade one, shade section. Awesome, because it has one of my favorite ferns. It's shaded by this crabapple tree here. It has that. I'm just gonna go up to this tree real quick. It has that dark foliage, but look at the berries on it. Oh, doesn't that just like scream fall? I'm ready for fall. I want the cooler temperatures now. I know it's mid-July, so we got a little whiles to go yet. At least a month of like hot temperatures, but I'm ready for like 70s, 60s. That's the comfortable one, where I could be out planting. Comfortable for me and comfortable for the plants too. Okay, so neat little log there. We have a little heuchera. It's called Sweet Tea. Love that foliage, but this is my baby right here. This is my baby. This is the Japanese painted fern. Oh, look at that with the purple and the fern. That is so wild. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here is a sweet woodruff. I know it has these little white blooms. Great ground cover. I know Jack Barnwell, he is, well, I don't know him personally, but Jack Barnwell, he's extremely talented, does hardscaping and landscaping up in Mackinac Island, okay, yeah. And he really likes this as a ground cover too, so this will help fill in space as well, but this is more shade tolerant. The sedum likes a little bit more sun. When Laura was here and I was speaking with her, she was just saying that the deer come in and kind of chew on some of this stuff. So maybe that's what happened with these little coral bells. Oh, they're so tiny. Come on, babies. Fight, fight, fight for your life. Oh, and hellebores. Yes, hellebores. Look at how giant these leaves are. Wow. Ooh, and they're the serrated edges there. Wow, I mean, look at that. I'm not a small girl. This is huge. I know they have winter evergreen interest as well. The leaves stay. You can cut them back and more stuff will flush out. Midnight Lady. Huh. I wonder if that's a penstemon or something. Sorry, I know you probably can't see that, but that's what that sign says. Midnight Lady. Really bold leaves. Russian sage in there. Looks like, oh, what is this plant? Oh, I know it kind of grows in like swampy areas. Like if I go back into a local park in my town, they have that hidden, tucked away there. It grows wild, it's native. But look how beautiful that is. Like, wow. Oh, I just wish I could remember the name. It's gonna go on the screen. Wait, cardinal, the cardinal flower. Yeah, like a cardinal bird is red. Cardinal flower, that's what it is. That's what it is. And we have this wonderful wisteria over this arbor. Wow. I wonder if this is the American wisteria. I know it's less aggressive than the Chinese wisteria. There is a way that you can tell. It's by like how these turn, if you will. So I think it's if it's counterclockwise, it's the American, and if it goes clockwise, it's the I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a bird. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Then it's the Chinese. That's what I was gonna finish saying. Blooms in the spring. Looks like grapes on a vine. Hi, baby. Here's the bird. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I don't want to bug ya. Hi, honey. Do y'all see her? She's so beautiful. Hi, honey. I don't know what kind of bird you are, but you're beautiful anyway. Alright, and the wisteria is just wrapping itself around this wooden arbor. It's so gnarly. I know Laura walked through here before she started talking to me, and she was not, the bird didn't seem to get upset. I'm assuming the bird was there. But yeah, you see, it kind of like, wisteria will just destroy this in a little bit. I know people prefer like, hey, if you're gonna do wisteria, put it on metal. I'm a hypocrite because I have mine on a wooden fence, so, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around slowly. The wind picked up a little bit. Hopefully it's not messing with the audio. Alright, and here, I love this. Has 2 seats. Cozy little place. Got some grasses in the pots here. This is a Weigelia. Weigelia is, I think, one of the underused shrubs, along with spireas. And the foliage is beautiful. Really, really tough plant to have in your garden. And beautiful blooms. You can't beat it, right? You can't beat it. And this looks like, oh, why can I not think of the name of this? I feel like I'm so rusty anymore. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I just feel rusty. It's the same type of plant as this one here. I wonder what these are gonna bloom into. I don't see any stakes here for plants, but oh yeah, goldenrod. Goldenrod, yay! Yeah, you have yet to really bloom in my yard. Here we go. Here we go. You know, good old goldenrod. Yes. Oh, I need like a whole bunch of seed. And this is like Joe Pye weed. She said that there's like 5 different types of Joe Pye weed back here. I really would love to get some. Isn't that just stunning? And they get big, big blooms, like the size of your head blooms. Oh, and there's a little section back there. We'll go check that out. This is what we call a chicory. This is a native plant. I think it just self-seeded itself here, which is fine. Beautiful blue color. Very drought tolerant. You see that along the highways too, along with goldenrod and Dara. Gardener Selects Trail Gardens. Oh my gosh. Trail Garden was a local nursery, and they unfortunately closed. They can't compete with the big box stores. And I mean, essentially, I mean, there could be other reasons, but they really can't compete with the big box stores. Maybe that should be like a whole video on itself. Like, yes, I do go to big box stores, but you know, there's some devastating effects with that as well. Like Laura and I were just talking, and we were saying, you know, Trail Gardens went out of business. She recommended a few other nurseries around, so I will definitely be checking that out. I was not aware of them, so I will definitely be checking that out. And also there's going to be an event here too. So like a lot of educational events. So I'll keep you guys posted on all that. Hit subscribe, and you won't miss out on that. But anyway, yeah, the big box stores are just kind of putting a lot of these other ones out, and there's problems with it because they're bringing in plants that, one, shouldn't be here. They're not climatized, if you will. And I used to work at Lowe's, guys. I used to work at Lowe's in the garden center. That was my jam. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved working there. I had to deal with plants, but it was, I know what she's saying. The plants, like, they're not acclimated to our area, and you know, they're grown in I think it's the Carolinas. I don't know, north or south, but you know, they're not acclimated to our area, and they bring them in on a truck, and we're supposed to put them out, and they kind of die really early because we would have to put them out a few weeks in advance, you know, for people to buy and stuff. And it's just, I don't see how that is good business, really. Well, anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with you know, the economics of big box stores, I guess. Maybe that'll be a different video. Anyway, another Weigelia here, and you see these are going to be popping with blooms again. They do bloom in the spring. You will get a flush in the fall as well. So extra bonus points for this plant right here. Oh, and this is a verbena of some type. There's only one little plant here, and I wish I would have gotten them in my yard. Actually, ooh, yeah, I need to get these. What am I doing with my life? I feel like I'm slacking or something. But it has just been obscenely hot the last like 2 months. Can't really do anything. All right, so just a slow panorama of over here. The only thing that I really do is like mow my lawn that I have left. I don't want a lawn. I really don't. I just want a big garden. But yeah, just mowing the lawn and weeding a little bit occasionally. And I even trim up some of my trees, you know, things like that. So it's more like maintenance, I want to say, versus planting. but it's overcast today. I am taking a break from work, so I am going to have to go back to that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. Look at that. But I mean, just this right here, bang. What was your favorite flower or combination of flowers that you saw that you think you might want to incorporate into your own garden? Or is this something that you like? Or do you want something formal? You know, like for example, there's really no evergreen interest in this garden. You could line the edges with some type of, you could line them with some type of a native evergreen. Or even have like some evergreens in the back. That would be nice. Oh, I gotta check out over there. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Get enough of this Russian sage. You are glorious. Here's behind all of that. Look at that. Joe Pye weed. And what is this yellow flower? My goodness, I can't remember. Why can I not remember you? I think I know why I can't remember. It's because Trail Gardens, that nursery I was talking about, would sell native plants. And I would constantly go there and like read the tags and blah, blah, blah. And it would be like fresh in my mind. It ain't fresh this year. Oh, I think I know what this is. Ooh, it kind of reminds me of a Rose of Sharon. Yeah, they seed and they suck. They really do. I don't know how they're being sold at big box stores anymore. Ooh. This is an interesting plant. It's not that Veronica. It had these sweet little white blooms, it looks like. I don't know what that would have been. There's some seeds, I'm assuming, in here. I'm just gonna put you down there and maybe you will self-seed for next year. Some phlox, random phlox. Alright, so it looks like a lot of this is kind of out of bloom. Oh, look at that baby. I love that purple, it's so vibrant. Yeah, now I'm feeling motivated to plant stuff, or at least get seeds. I don't know about you guys, but I know it's been in a rough year for a lot of people financially, myself included. I didn't buy any annuals this year, and I really need to invest more in seeds. Definitely. You can absolutely plant seeds in the fall, and what will happen is you won't get those blooms, but you'll get a really strong root system. So the following year you will have like a wonderful show of flowers. So it's not too late to plant seeds. I know that the stores may not have them anymore available for sale, but online you can get them. So oh, I want to show you how a tree should be properly planted, because they did it right here. I hardly ever see a tree planted properly. Use some pruning. Oh, I don't know if this tree belongs to the Master Garden Club, or there's a memorial right behind me. I think it's for like World War II in Vietnam and Korea and stuff. I'm not sure. But anyway, a tree should be above ground level. So this is what I mean by that. Do y'all see how raised that is? Right? That is raised up high. You can see the roots coming out. It's exactly what you want to see. The roots are not going around the trunk of the tree. okay? Because that'll choke it out, that'll damage it. They're actually just growing out. Like, that's how they should be planted. So, you know, when you have bushes or trees, especially trees, when you get them out of the pot, you don't want to just necessarily rough off the bottom, you know, of the root system. Get those big roots, stretch them out, and plant them. Yeah, see, if they didn't do that, this right here, this root would be right up against that trunk and it would be choking out that tree. I know in other videos I showed examples of that. All right, and this branch right here needs to be cut. It's rubbing up against there. Yeah, we could do some pruning. Oh my gosh, I love pruning trees. I don't know why. It's nice. But yeah, those berries are beautiful. Okay. Okay, so there's your view, guys. There's your last view. Thank you all for joining and listening to me ramble on about plants. It's always a pleasure. Hit subscribe if you want to hear me ramble some more. All right, bye.